Good morning, students. This is session 1 of 8th Standard Social Science, Civics, 5th Unit, Road Safety Rules and Regulations. So, children, listen carefully to this session. In case of any doubts, make a note of it. We shall be clarified on the day of reopening. So, now let's enter into today's topic. So, today we are going to see about certain road safety rules and regulations and some reasons for road accidents and what is the importance for road safety. So our entire civilization has been based upon some of our extraordinary infrastructures which gives us a speed and connectivity. So the roads are one of the most crucial inventions of man. So road is one of the most crucial and essential invention of man. And in today's world, transport has become an integral part of every human being. So children, we can't even imagine a life without transport facility. So it became a part in every human being lives. And the roads minimize the distance, but on the other hand, the road accidents, injuries, lakhs of people and results in loss of lives. So the invention of road, it minimized the distance, but it increased the number of road accidents and injuries. So road safety is primarily meant about to protect and provide security of all those who travel on roads. So the road safety is meant to protect and provide security for all the people who travel on roads. So let's see the importance of road safety. Why road safety awareness is very important. So let's see it. Every day, so nowadays every day the newspapers report of accidents on the road is occurring frequently. So whenever we open the newspaper, we can see some accident news. So the road accidents are the undesired events that may lead to injury or even to death. So the road accidents are the undesired event that may cause injury or even sometimes death. So these kinds of death and injuries are result in the significant social and economic cost. So the problem doesn't lies on road. So the road accident problems, we can't blame the roads, but it is the carelessness of the people. So it is merely the carelessness that results in such misfortune. So the loss of life results in the loss of their livelihood. So our traffic is the heterogeneous mix of slow moving as well as high speed vehicles, which is the cause of the problem. So now let's see the direct consequence of accidents. So what is the result of accidents? So one we all know, first one is we may get injured or even death or some property damage. So let's see the consequence of accident. So first one is fatality. So fatality or death. So it may result in death. And second consequence is injury. So we can get injured. And third one is property damage. So the third one is property damage. The car may get damaged or some lamppost. So these are all the direct consequence of accidents. So the major reason for road accidents is merely the carelessness. So the carelessness is the major reason for road accidents. So now let's see the reasons for the road accidents. So what are the reasons behind the road accidents? So first one is over speeding. So first one is driving the vehicle at a higher speed. So over speeding. Higher the speed, greater the risk. So higher the speed, greater the risk, and most of the fatal accidents occur due to over speeding. So most of the accidents which results in death are because of over speeding. So increase in the speed multiplies the risk of accident and the severity of injury during an accident. So increase in speed multiplies the risk of accident as well as the severity of injuries. Next one is tailgating. So tailgating is illegal. That means driving closer towards the another vehicle. So tailgating is illegal and also it is a dangerous habit. So tailgating means driving too close behind a vehicle is called tailgating. Tailgating is illegal and dangerous habit. So tailgating means driving too close behind a vehicle. Next one is drunken driving. So the next reason for road accident is drunken driving. So consumption of alcohol reduces concentration and it hampers vision due to dizziness. So consumption of alcohol, it reduces the concentration while driving and also it creates dizziness. So, and driving under the influence of alcohol causes accidents. Random breath test is done to detect the consumption of alcohol. So, driving under the influence of alcohol is also one of the major reason for road accidents. For that only random breath test will be taken by the traffic police. And next one is distractions for drivers. So the major reason, another major reason is distraction for drivers. So distractions could be outside or inside the vehicle. So distractions can be outside the vehicle or inside the vehicle. The major distraction nowadays is talking on mobile phones while driving. So the major distraction is talking on mobile phones while driving. And the act of talking on mobile phones occupies the major portions of the brain functions and small part handles the driving skills. Some other distractions are inattentive while driving or lost in thought, that is daydreaming. So some other distraction are inattentive while driving. And next one is sleeping while driving. So that is also one of the major distraction to drivers. And next one is stress. So because of stress or the stereo in the vehicle, and in some cases the animals on the road are the major reason behind the accidents, and also the banners and the billboards. So these are all the major factors which distracts the drivers. The next one is red light jumping. So the next important factor for road accident is red light jumping. So without following the rules, traffic rules. So let's see. The main motive behind red light jumping is saving time. So why the passenger jumps the red light means to save the time. In order to reach the place on time, they will skip the red light. But that is the most dangerous one. But studies have shown that traffic signals followed properly by all the drivers saves time and commuters reach destination safely and on time. So without jumping the red light, if we follow the traffic signals properly means we can reach the destination on time. So next one is avoiding safety gears. So the next major factor behind the road accident is avoiding the safety gears. For example, the use of seat belt in four-wheelers. The use of seat belt in four-wheelers and helmets for two-wheelers have been brought under law, and these two things reduce the severity of injury during the accidents. So the use of helmets and seat belts, it reduces the severity of injuries and save the lives, and it has made as a law by the government. So children, safety gears are very essential to reduce the severity of injuries and for a safe journey. So now let's see what are the other different factors which are involved in road accidents. So let's see the other different factors. So first one is, let's see about the driver side. So what are the factors depending upon the driver for the road accidents? So first let's see about the driver side point of view. So because of over speeding, so first one is the driver may drive the vehicle at a high speed, or rash driving. So next one is rash driving, and next one is violation of rules. So without following the traffic rules. And next one is failure to understand the signs. So the driver may be unaware about the road signs. So failure to understand the signs. And next one is fatigue and consumption of alcohol. So next one is fatigue. So fatigue means tired, and consumption of alcohol. So these are all the factors on the driver's side. Now let's see about the pedestrian side. So what are the carelessness which are caused by the pedestrian? So pedestrian means those who travel by walking on road. So first one is carelessness. So because of the carelessness, so those who walk on the road, they will look at their cell phone and they walk. So because of their carelessness. And next one is illiteracy. So illiteracy about the road signs. They may be unaware about the traffic signs. And next one is crossing at wrong places. So next one is crossing at wrong places. And next one is moving on roads and jaywalkers. So moving on roads and jaywalkers. So now let's see about the passenger side. So far we have seen about the factors for drivers, pedestrian. So now let's see on the passenger point of view. What are the reasons for road accident? So first one is projecting their bodies outside the vehicle. So projecting their bodies outside the vehicle. And next one is by talking to the drivers. So next one is by talking to the drivers. Next is traveling on footboats. So you may have noticed some people will be travel on footboats. So it is also one of the major reason for accidents on the passenger side. And next one is catching a running bus. So catching a running bus. So these are all the mistakes on the passenger side. So now let's see some of the vehicle factors which results in accidents. So what are the factors which depends upon the vehicles? So let's see it. First one is failure of brakes. So because of the brakes failure, the road accidents may occur or the steering failure. And next one is tire burst. So because of tire burst. So tire burst is also one of the factors for the vehicle failure. And next one is insufficient headlights. So insufficient headlights may cause accidents during the night time. And next one is overloading and projecting loads. So overloading and projecting loads is also the major factors based on the vehicle point of view. So now let's see about the road condition point of view. So how the accidents occur because of the bad road condition. So first one is damaged road. So first one is damaged road. And next one is the potholes in the road. The potholes in the road are the major reason for road accidents. And then illegal speed breakers. The illegal speed breakers are one of the bad road condition which results in accidents. So these are all the factors for road accidents depending on the road condition. So now let's see about the weather condition. So the weather conditions like fog or snow or heavy rainfall or wind or storms may result in accidents. So some weather conditions also results in accidents. So these are all the different factors for road accidents. So now let's see about the safety measures. So how to avoid such accidents. So let's see about the safety measures. So first one is always keep to the left. So first one is always keep to the left. That is drive adjacent to the left side of the road and let other vehicles in the opposite direction to pass on the right hand side. So while driving, keep to the left and allow the vehicles to pass from the opposite direction. And the second safety measure is slow down on bends and turns. So second safety measure is we have to slow down on bends and turns. So a very important thing to keep in mind is to become cautious and slow down on bends. Next one is use helmets. So next one is wear helmet. So safety is first. So make it a habit of strapping the helmet before mounting the bikes. So have the habit of wearing the helmets before mounting the bike. And the next safety measure is never exceed the speed limit. So don't exceed the speed limit. The speed limit is related to the traffic condition of the particular area. So maintain the speed limit. The next measure is maintain the right distance. That is keep a safe distance. So collisions occur Because we do not maintain adequate distance from the vehicle in the front. So maintain a safe distance from the bigger vehicles. Keep out of their blind spot. So blind spot means an area not seen through the rear view and the wing mirror. So keep a safe distance from the vehicle in the front. And the next safety measure is park the vehicles only along the designated parking bays or zones. So the correct parking of the vehicles. And also use parking lights and caution triangle while attending breakdown. Then follow the road signs. So the next important safety measure is follow the road signs. So road signs are mostly pictorial, so it is not hard to understand. And next one is some other safety tips are never ever drive when drunk. So never ever drive when drunk. So avoid drunken driving. And next one is never use cell phones while driving. So never use cell phones while driving. So it may reduce your concentration. And next one is avoid listening to too loud music while driving. So avoid listening to very loud music while driving. And next one is check your mirrors before changing the lanes. So check your mirrors before changing the lanes. And next one is always wear the seat belt. Always wear the seat belt. And always remain calm while driving. So always remain calm while driving. And never yell or shout at the pedestrians or other drivers. So never yell means never get angry about the pedestrians who are walking on the road as well as the other drivers. So remain calm while driving. So for pedestrian, those who are walking on the road, cross only at the zebra crossing. So you have to cross only at the zebra crossing. The 2 minutes of time that you waste for the signals are worth your life. So never cross on red and yellow light. Take a sidewalk and avoid walking on the roads. The next one is the 108 Emergency Response Service. So let's see about the 108 Emergency Response Service. It is the free emergency service providing integrated medical, ambulance, police and fire services. So if you find any victims on road, don't panic. Call 108 for help and 103 for traffic accidents. So children, we have come to an end of this session. So I hope you are clear about the reasons for road accidents and some of the safety measures. So today's topic are covered from textbook pages from page number 198 to 200. So kindly refer your textbook pages. So now it's time for questions. So let's see some evaluation questions. In case of any doubts, you can go through the whole session video once again or else you can refer your textbook. So let's see some questions. So the first one is, what are the causes for the road accidents? Always keep which side while driving? And third one is, how do you ensure road safety? Fourth one, why road safety is very important to us? And finally, what are the direct consequences of road accidents? So children, try to answer all these questions in the notebook which you are maintaining for social science. So let's continue this lesson in our next video. Thank you.